me, guys. Trying to catch the taxi. No, there it is. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Just forgot my hair is still wet and I'm running. 唔該，長沙灣政府合署啊。邊個政府合署？長沙灣。好。唔該晒。好彩你見到我咋。見到，我哋通常都唔會咁快嘅。勁啊！你隻眼除咗見到180度咧，你係見到270度㗎。係左望右望係駕駛者必要嘅。好勁啊！多謝你，多謝你。唔係啊，有啲咧係直情喺佢前面咧都見我唔到㗎嘛。Hey Natalie. Okay, sorry guys. I actually have to catch the taxi. The reason why I'm doing this is because I had to submit something. Sorry, probably like running first thing in the morning, so my hair is still wet. And I'm going to the government building, so I have to submit this. You guys. This is actually my saliva in a test tube, and it's got some liquid in it. So this is how we do COVID testing in Hong Kong. You get one of these packages from a vending machine at a train station. It's absolutely free. And what happens is that each Hong Kong citizen can get one every day. And then, thank you. Morning, everyone. Sorry. And then what happens is that you spit in this thing, seal it up, and then you bring it to one of the collection points. Now, in this piece of paper, it has my phone number, it has my Hong Kong ID number. So we drop it in the box, it's gonna spit out a ticket. And so it's just like a receipt that says they received it. And in a couple of days or even a day, I will get a text message that's on my SMS that says I'm either positive or negative. No, I'm just doing it as my part of my due diligence. So I do it pretty much like every 2 weeks. Yeah, it's just my due diligence. Because this is part of, because there's contact tracing that we do whenever we go out, that we scan the QR codes that you actually see me doing all the time. Hey, morning people, morning Nelly, Meme, Partouche, Eric, Honey Dream Animation, everyone. Good morning. Okay, just hold on. I have to get off the taxi because the collection point closes at 11 today, so I had to be pretty fast. Otherwise, I will just miss it. Okay, just hold on. I have to get off the taxi. 唔該晒。唔該 ，Thank you， 再見，唔使走㗎啦，唔該，拜拜，拜。Okay. So here I am. My hair is still wet. Look at, I literally just showered and came out. You know, I was like, oh, whatever, man. Love the pink. Thank you. Do I look okay in pink? It's not really my color, but it's just whatever I grabbed this morning. So let me just switch you guys over. There's a lot of these collection points in Hong Kong. They're open, I think, daily, well, except for Sunday. So the easiest way is to actually spit into the thing and then drop it off here. So they don't have to do the deep throat swabs. We do spit test here. Most just push out. No, I usually thank the taxi driver. You know, so what happens is that you bring that here. Okay, so you scan, there's a QR code. 口水樽 哦呢度 Okay, thank you. And then you get a ticket. That's it. That's COVID testing in Hong Kong. 唔該 So that's it. All done. Okay, I'm just gonna put this somewhere I'm not gonna lose it. That was it. That was dropping off. So it's a deep throat saliva specimen collection box. Monday to Friday, they collect it between 9 to 1 and 2 to 3. Except for Saturdays, it's from 9 to 11 only. If you don't have a mobile phone, you just leave your phone number and they'll call you. Yeah. But Hong Kong, I think most people have a smartphone nowadays. I'm gonna go grab some breakfast. Do you guys want to go grab some Hong Kong style breakfast with me? This neighborhood's quite local actually. This area is Sum Sui Bo, Cheung Sha Wan. So, actually Cheung Sha Wan is kind of nice. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go this way. Thank you. Aww, you're staying up for this. Thank you. No, not Tom Yum for breakfast. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Actually, I want to get some sort of like Western breakfast, or I don't know, or maybe like a hybrid or something. Hey, Tori. What do I plan to eat? I don't know. You guys are gonna decide with me. It's pretty easy, right? For the COVID testing in Hong Kong. See, if you go, if you guys actually like live in Hong Kong right now, you probably know that if you want immediate results, like immediately, almost immediately, you actually go to a doctor's office, and they do the throat swab there. The ones that feel like they're tickling your brain. You missed a lot, Nelly. You missed a lot. We had a really local Hong Kong experience yesterday with screaming aunties. That was very local, actually, by the way. That actually depicts quite an accurate picture of the anger that you see in Hong Kong. But yeah, so anyway, not to derail. So if you want to get a quick result, you actually pay for it, like a few $100s. And then you go to a doctor's office to do it. In that swab, if you guys have done it before, it kind of feels like, people said it feels like it's tickling your brain, which is not the best feeling. You want smooth carrying. Really? But some people told me it feels like it's tickling their brain, so I'm kind of intimidated. But the free of charge ones in Hong Kong is just grab a sample, that specimen collection packet from the train station. Is a vending machine, it's free. Spit into it, and then did what I just did. Or do what I just did, sorry. What's here? Wow, these are really old government residential buildings. In Hong Kong, you can actually tell how old the buildings are when you actually look at the way that their windows are built. Okay, let me just fix my bag really quick, you guys. Just hold on. Oops. There, my cords got tangled up. So if you actually look at the windows, see, like these ones. I'll zoom in and show you. These ones actually don't really open up, as far as I'm concerned. The window frames, those ones are soldered into there. Yeah, so those are the older windows. French toast and sausage for breakfast. Wow, that's kind of nice. Wait, I'm gonna cross here. It's really hot on this side. Yeah, Hong Kong actually feels like it feels like summer already. So I'm getting like really hot here. And I can start to feel the downsides of wearing a face mask. Yeah. Oh yeah, if you guys are on Twitch, please help out. Log into Twitch and just kind of play concurrently if you guys can, and just kind of drop like a text saying hi. Because I'm trying to bump up my average viewers and average people talking so that I can keep up the stats, so that I can get qualified. It's such a slow climb. What's today's temperature? It feels like 25 to 27. It feels like. Oh, I didn't know that there's actually a technical school here. Technical school, but full of barbed wires. Are you sure this is not correctional offices? And look at, there's like the I don't know. See, that's the thing that I don't like about a lot of the infrastructure in Hong Kong. So when they have those the window, what do you call those? The rails or whatever, and then some of them are like a cage. I really don't like that. The reason why is because, well, I guess this is for security reasons, but oh my God, the way that the school is built doesn't really feel like school. It feels like, yeah, prison. Anyway, that reminds me of Hong Kong school life. The playgrounds in Hong Kong are basically, oh, it looks like that. I remember when I went to elementary school, you guys see that area inside is actually the playground, but it's surrounded by buildings on four sides. It's like a well. And then when we play in there, they're like no running, yep, no touching walls, no holding hands. I'm like, what? I was like, freaking prison. That was, yeah. School is sort of like a prison. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Especially in Hong Kong because it's so small. Look at, it's like you're playing basketball in a friggin' well, and you have surveillance on all four sides and surrounded by buildings, and you just can't. That's all I can remember. Do a jailbreak. Oh, this is kind of a nice building. Look at, it's got the vertical garden. Huh. Wow. Very nice. In Hong Kong, they're kind of revamping a lot of the areas now. So in an older neighborhood, this is Cheung Sa Wan, and what happens is that they would then put like a really nice ass building in the middle of a very old neighborhood. Okay. See, this is another school in Hong Kong. So schools, yeah, no, it does look like prison. I'm not saying that is a bad school, but see, look, barbed wires, and then more of the prickly doo-doos. Oh, hi, there's a bird. And see, if you look in here, this is the playground. Hopscotch. And then see, as you can see, this is the only area where kids can play. And then it's just lined up with stacks and stacks of classrooms. I don't know, man. That's why when we immigrated to Canada, when I was a kid, like I was only in like grade 4 when I arrived Canada, right? It for me, it really does feel like I came out of prison. It really did. I remember when we had our first parent-teacher interview, because in Hong Kong, when I was a kid, we're used to being spanked. And also during parent-teacher interviews, our parents get yelled at. Yeah, like they just bitch at the child instead of praising them. We don't get praised. Maybe like 5% is praised, but 95% is basically yelling at us. And it's like blaming us for doing this and that. It's never a good experience. So when you go there, it's like, it's precautions to keep them safe. I guess so, but then it's kind of scary. Yep, no nothing. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess maybe the barbed wires are needed, but I don't know. So anyway, so parent-teacher interviews are like that. So every time when we go in, it's the anticipation that we're going to get yelled at. And it's normal, it's expected. So when we went to Canada, we had our first parent-teacher interview. And the teacher was like praising, it's like, oh, Mel, she did really good. She integrated really well. She's mingling with the students. She's very sociable, blah, 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 blah. And so my mom was like, yeah, and then my mom's like, yeah, she's great, but I remember my mom keeps saying but, and the teacher's like, but what, there's no but, and my mom's like, no, there's gotta be a but. It's like, no, your daughter is great. It's like, what do you mean? She's doing very well, and considering, like, you know, she's coming to like a completely new country, she actually did really well. But then my mom's like, yeah, I get your point, but where's the catch? She's like, there's no catch. Oh, by the way, I know why this B for bacon. Toby, his nickname is Toby. That's why B is for bacon. He's on some talent show here in Hong Kong. He's pretty famous here. Yep. Oh, trust me, they'll find ways to say that you've done something wrong. Even if you're really good. That's just the culture. Hey, Jared from Honolulu. So yeah, so I think we're kind of trained that in a way that we're expected to be yelled at. My mom didn't expect that much praising. So she's like, okay, now she's gonna drop me the, she's gonna drop the beat. But no. So the teacher was like, no, there's no but. She's great. And then my mom's like, oh, come on, there's gotta be something. Well, she's like, well, if you really want me to pick at something, I guess there is one thing. And then my mom was kind of like waiting in anticipation. It's like, It's like we're waiting to be abused or something, right? And then, yep, yeah, I used to get spanked too. So what happened was that she's like, well, your daughter actually doesn't ask a lot of questions. She's very agreeable. Whatever you tell her, she'll agree to do and she'll do it. But she never challenges people or she never asks anything. My mom's like, oh, isn't that great? Isn't that fabulous? And then the teacher, I remember the look on her face. She was so concerned and she's like, oh, come on. It's like, how can anyone never have any questions? Like, and she actually said that out of like genuine concern, right? And that's when the tables turned. Yeah, like I looked at my mom and I was like, yes, I knew it. I knew asking questions were right. I knew it. I knew there's nothing wrong with it. But then because I was in Hong Kong before that, and I was like, why is everyone telling me that it's wrong, right? So finally someone's on my side. Yeah. Exactly. So the tables really turned from that moment. So it's almost like instant defeat for my mom. MeloCat 1, MeloCat Mummy 0. Okay. Trying to find something to eat here. I know nothing about this neighborhood. Very local neighborhood, if you ask me. I'm sure there's a lot of stray cats. Oh wow, there's a newspaper stand too. Did I catch up on my sleep a little bit? Too quiet to sponge absorbing. Too much without context. The tables turned because before I'm the one that's always suppressed from asking questions and I'm discouraged. I'm the bad guy for asking questions and being so-called rebellious for challenging or even questioning anything that's handed my way. But since the teacher got really concerned that my mom was so happy that I never asked questions, she asked my mom, like, how can anyone not have any questions? Do you not see that? Do you not see that as a problem? And so that's when the tables turned. Because I always knew inside that it's quite normal that people ask questions. But I just had no support as a kid because of the environment that I was raised in. Yep. So does that kind of make sense? Hey, trucker daddy. That's why for me, I really appreciate, the fact that our parents actually took us to Canada. Like life was very different. I mean, it's not bad here, but I mean, it's just that sometimes when you get like a mix of other cultures, you actually get, the good parts of both countries, right? Oh, there's a place called Doggy Land. Dog boarding, dog grooming, micro bubble spa, indoor dog park, and you have pet supplies and party gathering. I need a place like that. Yeah, so that explains why I'm the black sheep in the family, because I'm the youngest, and I was like, we were in a pretty like white neighborhood. I was the only Asian kid, or that resembles closest to in an Asian in my whole entire school. Whereas my siblings, all of them, they were in high school already. So they actually had other Hong Kong kids to hang out with. And whereas I just had any other kids except for, any other kids other than Asian. Not a bad thing. Oh, trust me, I am the black sheep. Oh wow. You guys, look at this alley. Wow, 咁乾淨嘅. Wow, so clean. Amazing. This is pretty clean for an alley, you guys. Well, for me, I don't question everything. I mean, but I do have I do have like a little bit, maybe 5% skepticism, right? Just in case, you know, the person who's telling me whatever got the wrong source of information or whatnot. Not that they're lying, but just in case they got the wrong source of information. So, so I do have about 5% skepticism. I don't know where I'm walking to, but there's a lot of government housing at the back. Wow. You don't question why you go to school every day? I don't question. Actually, wait, you guys, there's a pretty cool park over there. Wait, I'm gonna check that out. That looks like one of the places where emperors would hang out back in the days. But I need food. I can actually fuel up on some light hots. Oh wow, you guys look at that. Do you see all the blankets that are hung out? Wow, so I guess people, because the government housings are smaller houses, right? So where are people gonna hang their blankets when they wash it? Is strawberry getting any bigger? Really? Okay. Where are the... Oh, you guys, there's actually like a Hong Kong style al fresco seating. Let's do this. I don't think we've ever done this together. Say, I don't believe you. Free blankets. Are we gonna go and steal blankets now? Hey, let's do this. This is a cha chan hang. This is a tea restaurant, but it's like al fresco dining. Okay, I'm gonna check what's around the corner and I'm gonna come back. But most likely I'm gonna eat their stuff here. Or next door, actually. Next door looks pretty legit. Filled with smokers. Secondhand smoke is free, just like my experience yesterday. Wow, I don't even know where I am right now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna sit here. Okay, I'm gonna sit here. This seat is for me. Table for one. And so here there's no menu. Everything is like on the wall. So I will sit down before getting really socially awkward. Okay, I gotta find. Oh no, I forgot my elastic band today. Shit. Okay. Backlighting situation. Now just hold on. What is for breakfast? What is brekky? Where is brekky? Oh, got it. Thank you. So this guy, actually, usually don't expect service. Even if you say thank you, they don't say anything. So he dropped down a cup of tea. So this tea is not for you to drink. It's for you to put your cutleries into. No, it's okay. Okay, so this is pretty local because they don't have English on the menu. Okay, I'm gonna get omelet and toast. You guys are gonna take a look at it and see what the Hong Kong omelet looks like. It's actually pretty good. You can get an omelet meal, okay, until 11. Oh crap! Do they still have it? 唔該，仲有冇早餐啊？而家唔該。我想要火腿絲嘅奄列，咁然後之後鮮油菠蘿包，就咁鮮油菠蘿包，但係唔使鮮油啦，就咁菠蘿包得啦。咁就凍檸茶小冰啦。唔該晒。凍奶茶小冰。啊，係凍奶茶小冰 ，thank you。So that was $4 plus 2, so that's 36. So with these receipts, what happens is that they take your order. They're very speedy. They just write down the price on here, and that's what you're going to pay with. Pretty good, actually. Here, I'm actually in a neighborhood that's like filled with a lot of government housing. Actually, I'll see if I can actually walk into one. You know, we actually lived in one when I was a kid, just briefly. Nice table with plants. Yeah, I know. I'm sitting with a plant. That's okay. This is very Hong Kong style. So the guy behind me is smoking. Free secondhand smoke. Oh, my hair is a mess. Well, I even have somebody's cigarette ashes that just went in the air and it just fell on my table. Such a local experience. You get free ashes. Free cigarette ashes. Where is it? More to come. Just, if it comes on my food, I'll think it's pepper. Why cutlery and tea? Okay, so because the dishwashers, they do a pretty shitty job at washing their cutlery. So it's better to actually rinse it out yourself so that you're not eating soap residues. Does that kind of make sense? Yeah, so the tea is not for you to drink in this case. See, it's actually, see, that's how people actually sit on the side of the street. If you ask me, oops. If you ask me, I think that's pretty cool. There we go. Yep. Yeah, so everyone just kind of like, when there's like not enough tables, they usually kind of like put more on the sidewalk. And if you actually see like on that side, oops, why am I pointing to an area outside the camera? So you see more tables right there. So as there's like more people, they'll just kind of like, yeah, put these out, which is kind of cool. How many tables they have really depends on how many people there are. You can't drink the tea if you want to just, thank you, thank you. All right, so I got a bottle about pineapple bun in Hong Kong. I didn't want the butter in it because they usually clip like a whole slice of butter, which I don't want. And this is the Hong Kong style omelet. I chose ham to go inside. And I have to wash the bowl. A little ash won't hurt anyone. No, it won't hurt anyone. You're right. Just like what I said yesterday, right? You know, if your immune system is a bit of a snowflake like mine, then you actually need more work. Do they have a piece of? Okay. What happened to my wrist? Oh, this was from a while back when I went to the hospital for a checkup. They injected me with the radioactive dye in the wrong place, so it ended up in my muscles, and it still hurts from time to time. And when it does, I just tape it up, as instructed by my physiotherapist. Oh, I want tissue. They might charge me for a pack of tissues, but that's okay. Wait. Just hold on. How come my screen is so dim? Did the radioactive dye give me superpowers? No, I don't think so. I want zigan. I want tissues. Why is my screen so dim? I can barely read what you guys are saying. But my screen says that it's at the brightest. That's really weird. Let's see if it, I'm just trying to switch the camera and see if that situation's gonna improve. Nope, still not. That's so weird. Okay, that's a really weird experience. Okay, technical difficulties. Sorry, guys. Hey. The bun looks super yummy. So yeah, it's actually not, well, so my mom said when you make pineapple buns, this pastry is actually made with nothing but sugar and butter. Yeah, I need tissue. That's okay, I'll wait. Napkins, what do I go for Cantonese? Do this to gold. Do the good Cantonese practice. What are you talking about? This is like so soft. It's like so airy. So Hong Kong pineapple buns are very airy. So good. So good. 唔該，我想問有冇紙巾啊？有冇紙巾啊？唔該。 And the crust part, the top part, so good. There's like nothing but sugar. Do you sell hair elastics? I wish I do. God, thank you, thank you. Oh, it's free of charge, yay. My hair is a mess right now because I walk out with wet hair. Okay, I'm gonna jack a couple more because I forgot to bring out a pack of napkins today. Is it very sweet? It's not very sweet, but it's sweet. So my mom she took lessons on how to make these before, and she said because so much butter goes to making this crust, when they actually do boloyao, meaning pineapple bun, bolo is pineapple, and they slice it on the side, and they put a slice of butter this thick, and they sandwich it in there, right? My mom's like, yeah, that's a triple bypass on the bun. Okay, ding dong. Does that mean everything? Does that mean anything, or does it have a doorbell? Is a doorbell sound? Yeah. So actually, when you ask me why is my, but it's at maximum right now. I can barely see anything. So, so after eating the pineapple bun, this doesn't taste that sweet. If anything, not sweet. So I'm guessing this is really sweet, because otherwise, I wouldn't feel that this is not. Yeah, true. It's better not to know what it is. You're right. You're right. But nonetheless, it's very good. Wow, you guys, the screen is at like 10% right now. If I can't read your messages, or if I read it wrong, sorry. It's just something happened to my phone. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Rachel. The Donald's? Hi, the Donald's? Really? The swab test is back? Some people get nosebleed for days. Time for new phone? No! I don't want a new phone. I don't want to spend money on a new phone. I do not want to. 8 juice box new one. I'm really going to go into the government housing. I'm going to see if I'm going to get stopped by anyone. Because when I was a kid, you can actually just walk into the government housing and there's no guards. But I think it's different now. We'll see. Was my first experience driving a car. The first car I drove was actually a standard. It was an Integra. It's a pretty old car, but then the reason being is because we could actually burn the clutches on it, and I burned two clutches. I went through 2 of them before I knew how to drive a standard. And life was very easy after, because if you can drive a standard, then it's not that, and everything else is quite easy. Any leads on affordable camping gear? Are you talking about some from Amazon, or just in general? Processed meat, so good. I should put on Super Chat. Put what on Super Chat? Yeah, automatics is super easy. I see people eating burgers when they're driving automatic, but then I can eat a burger when I'm driving standard. So proper rent. Did I know the proper breakdown of the proportion of rent to? Oh, yikes! I think it's probably eating up 40% of people's income, if not more. You like what I'm eating right now? As much as you like what I'm eating, I can barely see my screen. Would I ever try to put the omelet and the ham in the bun? That is actually, no, that's very disgusting. That's disgusting, no. Why would I do that? But actually, my father would take the butter and he would dunk it in the milk and he would eat it. And it gets all soggy. My YouTube, there's an option to turn on Super Chat. I don't think I have to turn it on. It's always on. And plus, because I'm not on YouTube right now, I'm using Prism to stream, so it doesn't let me click on some of the things like I normally can. I feel like it's better that I have a separate laptop. But if you guys want to support my channel, I do have a Patreon. You guys come on Patreon instead. Because YouTube, after their taxation and after their fees and the other fees outside of YouTube, I get like anything from 22 to 49% in my pocket if I'm lucky. So most of whatever you guys are going to give me is going to go to fees. Because they just made us fill out a form about taxation. They can tax us up to 28%. That is crazy. Yeah. So if anything, use Patreon. I strongly, strongly suggest it. Because why would you give me something having like 75% of it going to fees? So yeah, just join me on my Patreon. Well, they say they actually take 30%. They say. But then there's an extra like 18 or 19% that just vanishes, saying they didn't take it, it's another admin fee. And I was like, the fuck? So I get about 51%, and they just sent us a taxation thing saying we could actually charge you up to 28%. So what's 51 minus 28? 23%. So if that's true, I get 28% or 23% in the pocket. Yeah, join me on Patreon, please. I cannot stress it more. Like, I mean, I love it, like, you know, when you guys show support to my channel because you guys like what it is I do, but it's another thing if most of it is going to, like, fucking Google, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Might as well just pay them directly. Can I be clinging and asking for food like a cat? No, I do not give cats table food, so that strategy does not work. Thank you, Jim. All good. All good. It is. It is true. They're very BS. And it's, you know what? Amazon's actually no different. So, on Patreon, by the time I get it, I get about 91%, which is still okay. Same thing for PayPal. I get about 91%. Still kind of okay. What time is it here? I think about 11. Just don't demand me to find a man. Why? You know what? Having a man would actually suck for you guys because, you know, I think if I have like somebody, they're probably not gonna like the vlogging lifestyle I live. So I'd rather choose my vlogging lifestyle and I'd rather choose my cats. You know, yesterday I was it Eric? I was talking to you about, you know, grumpy people in general, right? From now on, instead of cursing them back, I think I should prescribe them cats. From now on, if we see people that are like pissed off and need a chill pill, either we prescribe them peach resin, which is good for their angry wrinkles, or we can prescribe them cats. This is an omelet. Yeah, single life actually has its perks. Like, I mean, I'm pretty independent, like pretty much all of my life, right? So, I mean, other than like really heavy world-class weightlifting, otherwise, you know, I can do most of the things myself. Cat prescription. my immune system is not as strong, right? Are you going to take the COVID vaccine? No, I'm not gonna take it yet. I'm gonna let the people who need it, who take it, to take it first. There's more people that actually need it more than I, because I really do limit contact with family and friends and stuff. So my parents are gonna get theirs. The thing is, right? Because there's not that because even people ask me, it's like on a weekend, like, do I hang out with my friends? During COVID, I really don't see them much. I mean, I can, but I try not to, like, as little as possible. Maybe like once a month or something, right? So also just part of the due diligence. A wait and see is one of the reasons, but the other reason is I just know that there's more people that actually need the vaccine. They probably need it for their work. They need it because they live in a very small house and they're crowded with like 5 or 6 other people in a 300 square feet place, for example, like government housing, right? So I think these people probably need it more. Do they have Canadian bacon? They do. Pfizer and Moderna? Yeah. Proscription? No, I read it as prescription because, I got it. Yeah, so let's take a look at the government housing in a second. This is actually pretty cool. I haven't really walked into one for a long time. I just don't know how they changed lately. If Hollis ate an anti-aging resin, would I date him? Oh, Dougie, that is so harsh. Zeze is looking at me. Who's Zeze? Where's Zeze? Zeze meaning older sister, or usually nicer ways to address aunties. What's with the bandages? Yeah. My wrist hurts today. Asian lives matter. What's wrong with racism? Or criminals? Racism's everywhere. Hey, Matthew. Matthew, I know you. Hey, everyone say hi to Matthew. Matthew on Facebook. He just went back to Malaysia, actually, lately. Hollis doesn't want to be murdered by cats. Let's see. That's the same. I just feel that not that it's not important, but I think there's a lot of people who need it more urgent than me. And you'll see when you actually see the government housing, because they're pretty small. They're like about 300 square feet. When will I go back to Canada? Good question. I don't know. What did I get my degree on from university? So I had a master's of psychology. In psychology, of psychology. Date crazy. Nurses poke the wrong area. Ouch. Yeah, they did. Well, they poke. Yeah, instead of injecting into like my vein, they injected into my muscle. Yeah. Commander Waddles. Wow. It's so funny. Commander Waddles' cat is like. Did you guys see the bongo cat one that I did? What is it? Yeah, the song that I was doing. Human psychology or cat psychology? Human psychology for delinquent youths. Yeah. Look pretty healthy to you. Well, looks are deceiving in this case. Okay, wait, brush my mask. Is that a vaccine shot? No, it's radioactive dyes for tests. Did cats attack me? No, they did not. My cats don't attack. Would you want to return to Canada? No, not really. Too boring. Not my thing. Wait, just hold on. 36蚊. Sees through all the BS. No, also not true. That's not. I don't think anybody with a psychology degree can actually see through people. Humans are too difficult. We're too complex. Yeah, delinquent youths. That was what it was. So supposedly I was supposed to become a counselor. Should have lived in Burnaby again. I like Burnaby. I like it. Feel like you got a Bachelor of Cat Psychology. Cool. If there's such thing. God. Thank you. Actually, this waiter is very polite. When he drops things off, he'll slow down and he'll go choo. Wow, that's actually quite remarkable. All right, Lawrence. See ya. Thank you. Nope, not. Oh, he hands back money with 2 hands. Very polite guy. Wow. Bonus points for that. Although psychology. What kind of psychology? So it was supposed to. So the well, I guess the BA is just like any psychology BA. But yeah, for masters, I chose for youth delinquents. Extra tissues? Yeah, I know. I forgot. I totally forgot it. Is tipping a thing? Not in casual restaurants like this. Makes you drool, but you know what? I couldn't finish my food once again. Right, just couldn't finish. Makes my screen so dim, and I couldn't finish most of my milk tea. But anyway, okay, so this is it. All right. So off to the government housing we go. Although I am gonna walk past this park. Wow. Is Hong Kong that different? Of course not. The stuff on the news is so sensationalized, I'm not even gonna go into it. Like, it's 99% of Hong Kong is exactly the same. Okay, so this actually looks like a garden that actually go into it. That's so weird. Okay, sorry if I can't read anything you guys said. Do I remember my master thesis? No, because I got someone to write it. So here's the park. Oh, this is so cool. See, this is traditionally the uncles would bring a cage of birds, and they'll come and chat out, and they'll actually hang out with people. This is very local Hong Kong. When they go for tea, yum cha, for dim sum, you would see uncles actually hold on to a cage of birds like that. Pretty cool. Beautiful birds. Yeah, the banana, there's actually like a banana right there. So they actually eat bananas. Yeah, I really like it too. Wow, this is actually a really nice park, you guys. You watch a documentary on those uncles? So yeah, it's actually part of Hong Kong tradition. But how come everyone's, oh, there's more birds in the back. Wow, how many cages of birds do they actually own? Wow, these are so beautiful. Wow, this one is a bluebird. Wow. I know, I want to free him so bad. No, actually, I decided to not go into the industry eventually, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get someone to write it. That is a really nice park. Actually, yeah, every time I see birds like that, I just want to free them. This is actually pretty cool. It looks like stuff that you would see in like the Qing dynasty or something, and then the emperors would have the concubines that's like chasing them around in the palace. Chirpy, chirpy birds. Yeah, I don't think it's a good thing to keep birds in cages or any animal in cages. Not my thing. That's why I really don't like going to zoos. I only go if there's, you know, there's only good reason to, but otherwise it's really depressing. Oh, look at, there's like a cave you can actually walk into. Are the casinos open? We don't have casinos here. Take it and run? Stealing people's birds? Is that what I'm supposed to do? How come there's no water here? Supposedly there's fishes, no? No? Well, actually that looks pretty Asian. You don't really see that kind of stuff around. There's no homeless people in Hong Kong? There are. I bet alien keep humans in cages. You know what? What if this world is a cage? But we don't know that. Oh, it's actually quite peaceful here. Hey, Mr. Pigeon. Hi. Hello. That's pretty chill. See, he's not even afraid of me. Hi. Did you find your num-nums? Did you find your num-nums? We're on assimilation. Macau is part of China. Macau is not part of Hong Kong. So Macau was actually, so Hong Kong used to be a British colony. There used to be a Portuguese colony. So they're very close to us, like a 1 hour ferry away, but it's a very different culture. They got handed back to China soon after Hong Kong got handed back to China. So we had about the same handover day, but they're very Portuguese influenced. And if you ask me, I think the girls in Macau are quite hot. So these are the government housing. See if we can actually go steal a blanket or something. Okay, I'm gonna have to be conspicuous if there's a security guard. She's dozing off. Okay, so these are the mailboxes, and as you can see, there's a lot of units. So that tells you about the population density. Okay. Oh shit, I just missed the elevator. Yeah, no security, she actually was dozing off. Yeah, lots of mailboxes. Okay, you guys just hold on, she's right behind me. Yeah, Hong Kong actually has a graying society. Yeah, we have a lot of old people. I don't think there's more old than young. I've never did that calculation. What is singularity? Like being single? Are these free housing? No, it's not free. The rent is just very cheap. Yeah, there's cage homes in Hong Kong. So here we go. I'm going to go to the 19th floor. If you look at the elevator, it's like super old. Yeah. It's really dark, the elevator. So government housing, so they actually hang their, wow, this is actually, well, the view is good. I'm kind of scared actually holding my gimbal over like this. How much is rent in this place? Probably about, I'm guessing about $200 US. So yeah, this is, we lived in one when I was a kid. So outside the elevator, you can go one of two ways. Well, let me just pick this way. So people are really out of space, so they hang their blankets and their clothes outside. Who maintains the elevator? Needs elevator music. What if the wind blows them off? Then you go downstairs to pick it up. It actually smells like, it actually smells like oh, she said good morning. Hey, she said she can't see me because she's not wearing her glasses. I'm like, okay, that's okay. That's great. Don't recognize me because I don't live here. Holy shit. Okay. Fear of heights, fear of heights, fear of heights. Holy fuck. 20 floors, good workout. Okay, this is, wow. Okay, I feel dizzy looking out like this because, so government housing, government housing, government housing, government housing. You get the idea? Wow. Yeah, me too. My feet, oh my God. Me holding on to my gimbal, you have no idea how hard I'm gripping my gimbal right now. National language, it's Cantonese. So here is a storage room. Does that look like a dungeon cell? Look at, you guys look at this. It looks really scary. Is that a latrine? What was that for? What is this? Oh, wow, you guys, just look at this. Insane. Okay. Wow. Like if you actually look at the way that some of these houses are maintained, you can tell that they're really old, actually. Okay, wait, I'm gonna take a, sorry. Lock it, it is locked. It is locked. The lock is new, but this thing is old as fuck. Don't have elevators. Imagine walking 9 flights of stairs. Safety hazards everywhere. Yeah, well, guess what? Every floor, this area is actually got blankets. So that tells you it's all hoarded. How old are these buildings? Very old. Look at it. The paint is stripping off. What percentage of Hong Kong can speak Mandarin? Well, they taught it in schools since 1997, but then the thing is, are they good at it is another thing. I think people can speak basic Mandarin, but probably the ones that are really good at it are either the people from the really old generations. Wow, they put this stuff outside. Hello. Wow, so you can't put stuff on the floor, so they hang it up here. Take selfie. Let me get this my thumbnail. Yeah, I totally forgot my thumbnail. So this bucket is all burned up. It's for people to burn the stuff, the paper money and everything when they're paying respects to gods on special occasions, so they hang it up here. Because when you have so these are for the gods to bless the family. They put an incense there. Wow. Okay, this makes me so dizzy actually looking down. This is government housing in Hong Kong. Yeah. So the mosaic is actually like very old. Like if you actually like look at these walls are like, I don't know, they've probably been around since like the 80s, the 90s. I have no idea. Maybe I should have. 你知呢棟樓咧有幾多年啊？呢一個屋苑，我介紹緊香港廉租屋嘅文化，但係佢哋問緊咧呢度係幾多年，知唔知啊？34年。35年。哦 ，OK, thank you，唔該晒。35 years. So wow, this place has been around for quite a while. So, I mean, see the thing is with government housings, right? Usually the density is actually really high. So when you're this is actually the view when you're looking out of like you know the one of the walkways just outside, and you can see how close these walls are. Yeah, it's kind of, and looking down, I mean, I'm still scared. This is like 20 floors, I think. So on each side, like when I was a kid, I remember that these gates were used to be open, like not open, but they don't have a cloth that's covering, and then the door behind it would open, so when you walk by you can see everybody. And then it eventually evolved to the part that they have a curtain so that they want a little bit of privacy. But when I was a kid, we used to chase kids around in the corridor, right? And that was a thing because that's part of the social interaction. But obviously they don't have that anymore. But this one's actually quite clean. See, every now and then you see 有個神位, so people burn incense. But oh, this hallway is actually pretty clean. Well, the girl was actually quite nice when I was like, so I was explaining to her that I'm vlogging about the Hong Kong culture of government housing. I'm glad she was kind of suspicious when she was looking at me. She was suspecting, like, what the hell are you doing here, right? Wow. Okay.